I'm going to start with a bare face intro, something a little different on my channel. So today's look is going to be using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. I know that the artist palette is probably one of my favorites, but I honestly think that, I almost dropped it. I honestly think that this is going to be my new favorite palette. It might take its place. I'm sorry, I still love the artist palette though. But it's just like the perfect warm palette, and then it's got the pops of colors that you wish that you had in a palette. Like you could literally throw this in your bag when you're traveling because you have, you know, a pop of blue, a pop of purple, you have great shimmer shades, you have a nice pink. So I love this palette. Great variety of shimmers, great variety of mattes. Okay, so I'm going to start with my foundation first, and then I'm going to do the eyes because the eyes aren't that dark. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw my base hydrating primer from Makeup Forever right on my cheeks. I also applied my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer right before this, right after, a couple minutes after I put on my moisturizer. So I'm going to go in with the new Too Faced foundation. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I played around with it over the weekend, and I'm honestly obsessed with it. My friend got it, and I got the Makeup Forever one, and then I was like, wow, I think I need a new foundation. I love it. The packaging is so adorable, and it's honestly so amazing. I love it. It is oil-free. I'm just going to apply that with my Beauty Blender. So it is an oil-free foundation. Sometimes my skin is like dry to like normal, so sometimes if I have an oil-free foundation, it might cling onto my dry patches, but this one doesn't. It literally looks like skin. I'm absolutely obsessing over this and the new Makeup Forever HD foundation, the Ultra HD foundation. Those two are my obsession lately. See a little bit, you know what it is, foundation. And then we're just going to go to the eyes. So I'm just going to prime my eyes real quick with my MAC Painter Elite Paint Pot, as per usual. I'm thinking of picking up Soft Ochre. I know a lot of people use Soft Ochre, but I love Painter Elite for some reason. I feel like Soft Ochre is too much of a white base for me. There's like a little beige undertone in Painter Elite, so that's why I like this one better. But I'll pick it up. If you guys use it, let me know. Alright, and then I'm just going to go straight in with the palette. I'm just going to set my base down with Soft Peach. Brush is a little dirty. Sorry. And then I'm just going to start building up Soft Peach in the crease as a transition shade. You could keep going in with Morocco to as much as you need it. I'm using the MAC 217 just to buff this in and out. I'm just going to switch to a Sigma E40 and go back in with that Soft Peach and just blend it over. I think that this palette is great for travel. If you see this palette and you feel like there isn't a nice transition shade, maybe bring like a quad of single shadows that you really go to. But other than that, I think that this palette would be a great go-to. I'm just going to go in with the color Fudge. It's this dark brown color right here. It's right on the second row. And I'm just going to throw that in the outer corner just a little bit. And then blend it into my crease. And then the same thing with whatever is left on the brush, sweep it in onto the lid. And just blend it into the crease. I'm not going to go as far in with Fudge as I did with Morocco. Once you add a new color, it's basically repeating the same steps, you know, keep blending and adding more color until you get it the intensity that you want it to be. Just blending that other color. I'm going to switch back to my MAC 217 and then just blend it out. I'm going to blend out whatever went on the lid with Morocco. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Morocco and just blend out a little bit whatever went on the lid. And then the same thing in the crease. And then I'm just going to blend the crease. Blending it might bring the fudge in a little bit. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. Feel free to add any step that you want, add a different color, switch out colors, do whatever you want. So now I'm going to take an angled brush, like an eyeliner brush, but I'm going to clean it off. I'll clean mine off because mine's dirty. If you want to go in with a liner, you can. I'm going to go in with a black eyeshadow though. It's a little less harsh. And for me, I'm not a fan of winged liners. They're not my favorite because of my eye shape and my hooded eyes. When I have a wing, my hood kind of goes onto my wing, even though I don't put it on that thick. And then it just makes my eyes look really weird and elongated, and I don't like it at all. Some days, if I'm like, hey, let me just throw a wing on, I will, but it's pretty rare. So I'm just going to take my Sigma small angle, the E65, and I'm going to take the color Noir in the palette. It's just a black shade right there. I'm going to just really put this part. I'm not going to angle it where I get it on the side. I'm going to get it on the tip of my brush so it's nice and packed in there. And I'm going to try and do this so you guys can see. Looking down is pretty easy. I'm going to look down. And I'm just going to put it on as if I was putting on liner. So keep repeating this step. And if you want, you could totally do this with a liner and then smoke it out, or you can have a really sharp liner. It's completely up to you. I am going to wing it out just a little, because I am going to smoke it out. So keep looking straight even though you're looking down. And if you have to, switch brushes when you get to the inner corner, because I know the inner corner is a little tricky. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. So we're going to take the brush that comes in the palette. Is honestly my favorite brush. I don't know why. These brushes are just so amazing, and usually brushes that come in a palette are not that good. So I'm just going to take the dual fiber end, wipe it off, and then I'm just going to close my eye and just blend that out. I'm going to pull out my lid just a little. And it just gives a really nice smoked out effect. You can also pull up the black in that outer corner if you want. To really deepen up that outer V. Maybe I should have done my eyes first, because now I think... Great, okay. So I'm just going to apply some mascara. I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. This has been one of my favorite mascaras lately. My eyelashes grow downwards, so it's really hard for them to stay curled. So on like a daily basis, like when I'm going out and I don't want to throw falsies on, I'll curl my lashes. And then put this on and they stay pretty plump. So, and they honestly look like Iconics. I don't know, maybe, just me, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. So I'm just going to cut them and make sure that they fit, you know, my eye shape before putting any glue on them. Because that's going to stink. Oh, I should have cut that one a little bit more. So as I'm waiting for the mascara and the glue to dry, I'm just going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use my little mixture, my Urban Decay Fair Neutral. And then I'm just going to throw a couple of dots of the medium neutral on top. Even though I have both different colors, I'm still looking for like my perfect color, and I just feel like there's like 7 colors of them, pointy side, and I feel like they just don't have a color that coincides with me. I don't know if you feel that way too. Let me know, cause it makes me sad. I'm just going to set that with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I finally got the sifter off. I finally got it off. I'm so excited. I'm just going to keep it in this area for right now because I'm going to go in with a cream highlighter. And I don't want to drag it over here because the cream on top of a powder could look a little cakey. Where's my stippling brush? Just gonna dust off the excess. I'm gonna go in with ColourPop's cream highlighter, Super Shock Cheek. This is the color Butterfly Beach. I'm gonna apply them with my fingers. I like applying cream products with my fingers. I'm just gonna apply that to the apples. The highest points of my cheeks. It gives just like a really, really nice glow to the skin, so I'm really, really liking these a lot, especially in the summer. You look nice and fresh and dewy, and they just look stunning. Mom's word. I'm gonna go in with this Tarte bronzer. This was in the July Ipsy Glam Bag. This is what I received, one of the things I received in Park Avenue Princess. I've seen this at Tarte when I, walked by, but I never really picked it up. So, and this is my first time trying it. So let's see. Does it have shimmer in it? No, with a beautiful sheen to it. All right, let's see. Oh wow, it's pretty. Wow, that's really pretty. I've never come across this in Sephora, and I love Tarte, so I don't know why. It must have just slipped from right down under me. How could I let you get away? I'm gonna really bronze the cheeks, go underneath on the jawline just a little bit, down my neck. Do I want a contour? Original contour kit by Anastasia, and I'm gonna mix these three together. I think they're Java, Havana, and Fawn. And I'm just gonna keep the contouring right by my hairline. I'm not gonna bring it down all the way. And then I'm just gonna throw some. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the sifter off. Throw some translucent setting powder and just throw it underneath where I contoured for a sharper line. and kind of going up a little bit to make the apples of the cheeks really stand out. I have to like... Anyway, I'm just going to go back in and just dust that off. And then to finish off the highlight, I'm going to go in with the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Hey, on top of my cheeks where I threw my... I like throwing things on my face. Have you guys noticed that? I say throw a lot. I'm just going to throw this here. I'm going to put it on top of where I put the ColourPop shadow, ColourPop cream highlight. And then I'm just going to bathe in it, put it on the tip of my nose, a little bit down the bridge of my forehead, not a lot. Alrighty then. And then to go back on the eyes, I'm just going to throw Soft Peach and Morocco on the lower lash line. And then throw some mascara. I'm not going to use the roller lash on my lower lashes because, I don't know, it goes on my skin. So I'm just going to take the They're Real and throw that. I'm going to take Trust Issues by Anastasia. It's their new fall color. Okay guys, that's it for this look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you want any looks with the Artist Palette again, maybe with some bright colors or maybe with this metallic shade, I'd love to do that. Just let me know in the comments, let me know on social media, let me know everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!